A man kills and dismembers his girlfriend and then cooks her on the stove. My name's Emma, this is Tiki Bar True Crimes, and I'm going to tell you the story of Zach Bowen and Addie Hall. Zach and Addie met as they were bartenders. Hurricane Katrina hit and Addie offered Zach a place to stay. Zach was good looking, charming, pretty charismatic, and Addie was very kind of go with the flow. She wrote poetry. She was quite a free spirit and enjoyed dancing. They got on like a house on fire and fell in love during Hurricane Katrina, despite the fact that there was like no electricity, no food. They just loved it. They saw it as like an extended camping holiday and they really thrived. They even were mentioned in the New York Times as they were just people who took the good out of a really bad situation. They served drinks to people passing by in exchange for food. Addie became known as like the girl who would flash her boobs to the police as they went past. Trouble started, however, when things went back to reality. Now, both of them had mental health issues. Addie was molested when she was young and then had a string of abusive relationships into adulthood. She suffered from PTSD from that molestation, depression, and her friends think she was bipolar. She also liked to drink and she was quite a mean drunk. Zach served in the military police in Iraq and a few things there really messed him up. He really liked a girl out there, however, the girl and her whole family were killed when a bomb hit their shop. He was recommended to get honourable discharge, however, he was only given general discharge. Still got benefits, but what he didn't get is educational benefits, which he would have gotten if he was honourably discharged. This made him pretty bitter. Both of them used cocaine. They started to argue a lot, like all the time, and they would complain to their friends about each other. However, their friends would never have guessed the ending. October 2006, the police get a call from a hotel saying that there is a man's body on their parking garage. When the police get there, the sight is pretty morbid. This man's body is really mangled. It's very evident that he was killed on impact. They have no idea what's gone on. Was this person murdered? Was it a really tragic accident? Or was it a suicide? In the man's back pocket is a note, which I will now read to you. It says, "This is not accidental. I had to take my own life to pay for the one I took. If you send a patrol to 826 N Rampart apartment, you will find the dismembered corpse of my girlfriend, Addie, in the oven, on the stove, and in the fridge, along with full documentation on the both of us and a full signed confession from myself, Zach Bowen." The police race to get there, and on arriving at the apartment, it's like a horror movie. There is blood all over the walls, there's graffiti and writing everywhere. A lot of it is very self-deprecating, like "I'm a failure." There's also writing pointing them towards the kitchen, and as they enter there, they see a pot on the stove. They open it up and find a dismembered head. It is burnt beyond recognition. They also find hands and feet in other pots, her arms and legs in the oven, and her torso has been wrapped in a plastic bag and is in the fridge. A lot of the limbs were seasoned as well, and on the side counter there were chopped up potatoes and carrots. If we go back to the day before, on October the 4th, Addie actually goes to her landlord to get Zach removed from the lease. The landlord says no, sort it out yourself, and Addie leaves. That is the last person to have seen her alive. In Addie's journal, Zach actually writes his full confession and tells the police what happens. At 1 a.m. on October the 5th, he strangles her very calmly and silently. He then proceeds to sexually violate and abuse her corpse multiple times. He then goes to sleep and wakes up in the morning and just goes to work like nothing's happened. He comes back and moves Addie's body to the bath, where he proceeds to use a hacksaw and a knife to dismember her. Afterwards, he cleans the bathroom meticulously. He then spends 4 days deciding what to do with Addie's body, and during these 4 days he's not like really depressed, really upset, like worried. He's out having fun with friends, just chilling, loving life. In fact, his friends say that he was talking about going on holiday and he seemed in super good spirit. In his confession afterwards, he said he wanted to spend his last few days with good food, good drugs, and good strippers. He finally decides that he's going to cook Addie's body as he thinks this will make it easier to dispose of her. Despite other reports, he never ate her. They never found any human remains in his stomach. All over his body, though, were cigarette burns, and he said that he burnt himself for every year that he was a failure. In his confession, he really relays a great deal of remorse and regret and kind of surprised that he could have done this to someone that he'd been going out with for a year and a half and did love. They watch the security footage from the hotel and they see Zach walk back and forth on the terrace. He downs a bottle of drink and then throws himself over the edge. A few years after this, a lady called Mary Milan actually leases the building and opens up a horror museum where you can pay a small fee to go and see the stove where they found Addie's head on. She decorated the apartment with like fake blood all over the walls. There was like a Chucky bride and groom doll. It was very, very odd, kind of tacky horror movie type decorations. A lot of people, especially the people that lived around in that area, thought it was distasteful and exploitative. For all intents and purposes, I still believe that it's there. That was the story of Zach, Bowen, and Addie Hall. If you like my content, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next one.